all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
All right, folks, back here on the Jared the Bossman Show, talking to my man Dallin Howard, the Alabama A&M Bulldogs out of Huntsville, where I was at this past weekend. I went to the Mobile too, so I was all over the state of Alabama. I could be a recruiter now, Coach. I've been up to Montgomery, I've been to Mobile and Huntsville, and I can just recruit for you guys now.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you just a worldwide traveler, that's all.
Yes, indeed, man. Well, Coach, I know this year's been a great year for you, especially on April 17th, getting the job full-time and signing 17 guys at the same time there, Coach.
Well, yes, I mean, it's really been a blessing. You know, I'm just so thankful to our president, Dr. Andrew Hagini Jr., and our athletic director, Brian Hicks, just to have the confidence in me to able to build this Alabama A&M men's basketball program and get it back to where it used to be when the great Coach Pettaway was around. So I'm very fortunate and was able to get out there, and me and my staff, and you know, we feel as though we signed a top-notch recruiting class and bringing in 7 freshmen and a grad transfer. So we actually have eight new guys coming.
Now, Coach, having 8 new guys on the roster, how was that for team building and kind of getting the feel for where guys are at as you get ready here for October, coming up here real soon when fall practice starts for real?
Well, the one good thing happened with the NCAA, and it might be 4, 5, 6 years in the making now, where they kind of changed the rules to where you can start working with your team as a whole. You know, you just got certain hours. You got to be within a certain time frame and don't go over your hours. But so during the summer, we were able to have all our players on campus. So I was able to teach a lot of my philosophy, my system. And then on top of that, they're able to take summer school. So now they're getting ahead academically. So we started building the team this summer, and it's been great. The guys got a chance to know one another, and so we were ready to go. Once school started in the fall, we already had that June and July behind us. So now you don't have to teach as much once that fall rolls around, and so we've been very thankful for that.
And I know you got 8 new guys on the roster. So, Coach, what did you all prioritize as a staff as you do your self-scout, self-evaluation from last year coming into this year going forward?
We had to touch on a lot of different areas. And I would just say, first and foremost, we had to get bigger. We had basically 2 big guys last year, and technically they played out of position. I mean, realistically, they were 3s and 4s, but we had to play them at the 5. So we had to identify some big guys that could come in and help us immediately, especially going against these big boys as far as our non-conference schedule. So we had to address that. That was first and foremost. The second thing we had to address, we had to become more athletic and just longer. So because we got to improve our defense. That was one of our liabilities also. So we addressed that problem also as far as becoming more athletic. And then also we had to become better scorers. So as we were recruiting, we said, well, who out there can really score the ball? So we got better as far as from the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and the post. So now all 5 positions, we've got guys that can score at all 5 positions.
And that's the main thing, being able to score and stop people from scoring. I know it sounds so basic, but that's the key of basketball. Being able to score, being able to stop people from scoring, and having guys who you can plug in that can do both of those things at the same time can help you in the SWAC. We know they play fast and play hard every night.
I mean, that's so true. And, you know, we know once again the SWAC, I mean, every year, I mean, the coaches in the SWAC, they do such a great job, not only recruiting for their system, but also teaching the game of basketball. So, you know, in order to keep up with the other coaches in the conference, you know, we knew we had to do a better job of identifying guys that not only can come in and help build our program, but obviously compete in the SWAC and compete non-conference. And like I said, I've got a great coaching staff, assistant coaches that they just work their butt off. And we identified a lot of these recruits very early. Basically, at the end of their junior year, we started recruiting them very heavily, and then we just stayed on them throughout their whole senior year, and we were able to land some real good recruits.
And what I also tell people about SWAC basketball is this. Don't look at the record per se, because non-conference schedule is pretty much a lot of bye games. You have to be on the road pretty much from November to the first of the year. Don't look at that. Look at what happens in conference, how they compete in conference.
That's right.
Because they'll see the record 5-27 thing. Whatever, that was terrible. No, look at what they had to play and look at their league. So it's not no. That's why you got the jobs, because your AD and your president saw that it wasn't you couldn't coach. It was who you had to play. Plus the conference is tough every night. There's no easy outs in the SWAC.
I mean,
nowhere where you go in the SWAC. No easy outs.
I mean, that's just so true. And like I said, every year though, and so I tell people, you know, make sure you pay real close attention to every school in the SWAC, because non-conference, you're going to have some of these SWAC schools beating. Sometimes it's a Power 5 school or a solid mid-major plus school, and it happens every year. So like I said, the coaches just do a great job. And you know, even though we won 5 games last year, but our first win last year came against Tulane. So, you know, that was a huge win for us, a huge confidence booster for us going in the SWAC. So, you know, and that's what we're going to try to do this year. We're going to try to knock off 3 or 4 of these schools. You know, we're like I always tell my guys, hey, we lace them up just like they lace them up. Let's go out and play. Let's go out and compete.
I saw. Look at your schedule, Coach. You got some tough non-conference games. You got some regional games. Well, I saw North Alabama. I saw Troy. You know, I saw what's the other school? Jacksonville State was playing from OVC. Tennessee State. You go up there and play them at home. So I saw some games up there that hey. You know, you're doing the regional thing, but also you're playing some games. You get ready to raise some money for that athletic fund as well, because that's part of the business in SWAT basketball. You have to raise money for the school as well.
I mean, yeah, you got to go out and you got to play some of them big boys, and you know, it gives us a chance to compete at the highest level. It gives our guys a chance to be seen nationally, and you know, everyone dreams of playing those big schools and competing just to see how you can do. But like you said, also we wanted to play most of the schools in Alabama, in the state of Alabama. You know, I think really the only 2 Division ones that we're not playing is probably Alabama and Auburn. Off the top of my head, we're gonna play everyone else. So like you said, we've got UAB, South Alabama, Troy, North Alabama, Jacksonville State. So now we get a chance to see where do we stack up with these other state schools.
Yes, indeed. You know, I'm pretty sure Auburn don't want to play nobody that can probably beat them. So I know how that goes. I know how that goes, Coach.
I ain't gonna lie, it'll be tough. Bruce Pearl does a hell of a job with them boys.
Yes, indeed. Hey, if you can, call Coach Lanier or call Amir over here at Kennesaw State. Play them too as well. They need to play you guys as well. You know,
I would love to get them on the schedule. Love it. Yes.
A good regional game right there. But, you know, like I said, Coach, you know, you guys have a great thing going in Alabama. You know, you got to talk about air. Huntsville's growing, and it's just a vibrant city as well. And so, Coach, knowing that, going forward, you got 8 guys this year with the grad transfer. With the scholarships you have left going in for 2020, 2021, how do you pitch these guys? Say, hey, give us a shot, because if you put out good film, a scout will find you. I mean, if you can play, they'll find you.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the bottom line, and I like to think of myself as a coach that allows his players to play their game. You know, I tell our players all the time, you know, offensively, do what you can do. And, you know, everyone doesn't have the same skills, but I give everyone the green light and the freedom to do what they can do within what they can do. So basically, if you're a 3-point shooter, I want you shooting the 3. If you're a post player that can score in the post, when you get the ball in the post, it's one-on-one, you got the green light. Taking. So my system, I feel as though, is very fun to play in. As long as you do one thing, you better be playing hard on defense. So you give it to me on the defensive end, I'm going to give you that freedom on the offensive end.
You got that right, Coach. I've heard from Coach Johnny Jones, Sean Woods, Randy Peel about the great job you did last year. They said they played hard every night. The record is not what it seems. Like all these coaches in your conference talking about the job you did last year, the job how your team played hard, even though you was undersized a little bit there. You bought it every night. You wasn't easy out.
Well, you know, and I certainly appreciate that, because I think of Johnny Jones and especially Sean Woods as 2 of my mentors, obviously coaching under Coach Woods for 8 years, and I've been knowing Coach Johnny Jones. We go back to the Texas days when I was at a Division III Hardin-Simmons, and he was at North Texas. He would always give me a guaranteed money game being at the D3. So, and and me and Coach Jones talk quite a bit, and I know he's always been in my corner. So, you know, I just have a lot of respect for those coaches, and one thing I did learn from Coach Woods is you got to get your guys to buy in and play hard, and that's more than half the battle. So, and you know, we had a good group of guys that bought in and they played hard. They competed every night. Now what we've done, now we're going to add that with a little bit better talent. So now I think we're able to score the ball and still be able to keep that same intensity and play hard. So now I think we'll be able to win a few more games this upcoming season.
Yes, indeed. And that's what I got for you, this coach. As you guys get ready for this October coming up here when it all tips off, who are some guys our listeners should watch out for that you want them to kind of keep an eye on as we watch your team progress this year?
Wow, I would have to start off with, in my opinion, our number one recruit, and I feel as though at our level, at Alabama A&M, it's hard to get a guy like Cameron Tucker. And for those of you who don't know about Cam Tucker, let me explain about Cam Tucker. He played at Winona down in Birmingham. Winona won a state championship this past season. Not only did they win the state championship, Cam Tucker was the 5A Player of the Year. He was MVP of the state tournament, and he was MVP of the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. He was a 20-point scorer, 5 assists, 5 rebound guy for Winona. So, in my opinion, we got an absolute steal on that one. So, and Cam, I mean, we're going to throw a lot at him as a freshman. I think he's able to handle that. So, Cam Tucker will be huge for us. Garrett Hicks, local kid from James Clemens, another guard that can really score the ball, very athletic, happens to be our athletic director's son, and he can flat out score the ball. And that was one of the areas that we had to get better at as far as scoring. Brandon Miller, our leading returner as far as minutes played and points per game. I mean, we ran Brandon into the ground last year as a point guard. He ended up playing 36 minutes, which was top 50 in the nation as far as minutes played. So now we can take some of the load off his shoulders, and he can be able to move off the ball a little bit because he also can score the ball. Some of the veterans, you got Jerron Sissom, fifth-year guy, 6'7", 6'8", athletic, long, another local Huntsville kid. He's going to have to produce more for us. I'm looking for him to average double-figure points, double-figure rebounds. Couple more freshmen who I think can help us immediately will be, we got a big fella out of Cincinnati. His name is E.J. Williams. We're talking 6'10", 290. Wow. So now we've got a bigger body down there, and then now we can go up against those when we play Clemson, Notre Dame. Now we got a big body down there that can help us. Jalen Johnson out of Indianapolis, 6'8", averaged 23 points a game coming out of high school and 9 boards, power forward. So those are some of the guys we're going to be relying on, and then probably another guy who's going to definitely have to score for us, our grad transfer, T.J. Parham, coming from Green Bay. He can flat out shoot the ball. 6'7", small forward, long arms, can knock down the three. And I actually recruited him when he was at a JUCO. He was at Wabash Community College 3 years ago, and I was recruiting him when I was at Morehead State. So, I knew him previously, and, once he graduated, I thought we got a steal on that as far as a grad transfer. So those are just some of the guys I think can come in, help us right away to get us. We need to be in the top 4 when it's all said and done as far as in the SWAC standings. We need to finish in that top 4.
Well, Coach, I'm definitely going to try to come over there and see you guys play. I fit around the Atlanta Hawks schedule. You know how that is. So I'll try my best to get to Huntsville and see you guys. I know. I was just there this weekend. I enjoyed it. But I definitely want to come back and see you guys play some ball for that A&M, man.
Please come. I think you'll enjoy it. I think we'll be able to put on a good show for you. And like I said, it's going to be an exciting year. Our guys they're excited. Like I said, we've been going at it now for about 3 weeks, and they're competing, getting better. So, I think this is going to be that season where you can finally see a turn in the A&M men's basketball program.
Well, Coach, I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank you for your time today. Look forward to doing the game with you down the road, Coach, and best of luck. See you and the Bulldogs. We'll be checking on you guys all year long, man.
All right, my man. I always appreciate talking to you. It's always good.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Take it easy, Coach. We'll talk to you real soon, brother.
All right, take care.
All right, it's Donald Howard, people, on the Bossman Show.
Hip hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.